far away there appeared from the safety of it. The things are certainly not looking good. And what is this? Artillery rounds hitting in, killing all but one sapper and blowing up the half-track. Or the kangaroo. And the Tetrarch still trying its best to do some damage. Sticking close to the command building, the headquarters. And now the Germans have seized the southern victory point as well. Small glider landing and commandos rushing ahead. Headquarters in dire trouble alongside the Panzer Elite team inside it, which is killed. Tragic.
We're in the perimeter. Our base is under attack.
Tank buster infantry being trained. Not much else actually. Grenadiers moving up to seize some piers. It looked like an open fire on the Tetrarch.
Tank busters in defeat, sir.
What do we have here? Oh, the glider. Commandos have seized the central victory point. Headquarters dangerously unstable. All ablaze and might fall any second at the slightest provocation.
Yet again destroyed the enemy's armor.
Field support truck being dealt with Panzer Shreks, taking a lot of damage in fact. Might go up soon. And what is this? Artillery hammering down on somewhere here in fact. Apparently trying to kill these commanders who have the audacity of seizing the central victory point. Only one making it out there alive, and barely so. Support truck is gone. And this Panzer Grenadier team looks like to have veterancy free offensive all the way. Meaning increased rate of fire and increased accuracy among other things.
The enemy has fallen.
Apparently continuing to bombard the central victory point. A bit curious. But that is his choice. Not a lot for the British player left. In fact, Captain Soul only has a single commando team, and then emplacements and trucks not a lot, not good at all. Although looking to get another Staghound, it seems.
Staghound on the field.
Certainly nothing actually heavy enough to actually act as a direct threat. Only Panzer Grenadiers with Panzer Shreks and anti-tank half-tracks, and even those the Staghound will be able to stand up to for some time. 17 pounder here, still standing though, although looking in peril since Panzer Shrek rockets are now being launched at it. Although these Panzer Grenadiers are in trouble as commandos are moving in. And there we go, Panzer Grenadier team down, dead and murdered, but the 17 pounder is gone under a fire of Hummel shells. Once more, all quiet. A few Panzer Grenadiers charging ahead. Hummel barrages going off, killing some commandos. But nothing huge, nothing vast. Both sides seems to have been ground down. Not a lot of infantry or anything left. For HautpmannKarl, he has 3 Panzer Grenadier teams and 2 Hummels. That is it. So still at an advantage compared to the British commander, but not a huge one. Panzer Shrek hitting the dirt instead of the Staghound. Staghound firing away, not really doing much either. And looks like this match is pretty much over. And what was that? Shot from something killed that Panzer Grenadier, perhaps from the Hummels, or perhaps some lingering registered artillery knocking out that fellow, I can't say. Second Firefly hits the field, linking up with the Staghound as commanders are once more in the move. Looks like another armored assault, but the victory point spots this, reports it back, and of course is now being the target for artillery barrages. Well, they make it past some sort of plan being in mind, but not sure what kind of plan.
Achtung! The enemy is impacting Kampfgruppe Karl's victory point.
Firing away at these commanders trying to seize the victory point, but not having much success. The commanders getting away. Perhaps was some sector artillery, but I can't see it apparently, having moved around too much with the sides. Panzer IV hitting the field and another anti-tank half-track. Now commandos being sent in via glider to reinforce. This looks like the Captain UrSoUl is preparing for a final assault. Firefly commandos and a staghound, suddenly a volatile mutual combination. Panzer Grenadiers taking a lot of fire from all sides. Might find themselves very dead soon.
Unit has died.
Panzer IV moving in to blockade things. And what is this? An anti-tank half-track as well. Panzer Grenadiers lying in wait behind the wrecks of this glider, and the commandos are the lead, taking a lot of damage from the half-tank for the Panzer IV though. Now running right into the assault equipped Panzer Grenadiers. Firefly and Staghound still there, but the commandos have been slaughtered, leaving a trail of wounded and dead. Cromwell continuing. Immobilized, it looks like. Engine destroyed, at the very least. And there we go, immobilized, engine aflame, and the Cromwell not able to do much except stand there and try to blow up things. Panzer IV getting out of range, just barely, leaving only the anti-tank half-track. Staghound making its way through the enemy base and opening fire on the headquarters once more, finally blowing it up, it seems. Artillery raining in. Not that it did much except prevent Karl from using his abilities. By this moment there's not much use for them. And there we go, the end stops. Firefly under heavy artillery fire. Courageous, holding the line against the German forces, as the British 30th Corps is forced to retreat as Kampfgruppe Karl proves to be too much of a threat, and the British have to abandon Langres for the moment and stop their attack towards Caen. So what can we learn from this? Well, as the British don't throw away infantry squads like you saw there in the start. Slit trenches right at the front is certainly, on one hand, it can be advantageous, but at the same time, if your enemy begins throwing incendiary grenades at you, you are quickly going to end up losing men if you don't move out. Another thing is, of course, if you have to abandon a slit trench, just press delete and get your troops out of there. Don't hand it over to the enemy. Another thing is, of course, don't dig in too heavily. You need to be able to push pressure on your enemy, and the same applies to the Panzer Grenadier commander, who was much too passive. I feel he certainly could have ended this much earlier had he showed some more courage and boldness and attacked again and again. Instead, he pulled back and apparently decided to rely for the most part on artillery. So that was a bit of a misjudgment there. Another thing is, don't try to go for the easy win just charging armor in. Of course it might work, but at the same time you might just end up wasting a lot of armor assets. And of course support armor with infantry and use cover. But I hope you enjoyed this match, and if you did, why not subscribe? This is Imperial Dane saying this is looking pretty horrid. Cheers.